Although you kind of feel like it's a waste of days. You're measuring the hours of your life in the paper made, and all your pleasure is devoured. Mate, it's getting tedious to take the pace. I mean, you're sick of staying late and rising early with a day to face. You know, punching numbers in the database and pretending that you care about the day-to-day. These fucking office politics, they are enough to make your faith decay. But this morning, you were staring in the mirror with your razor blade, and you noticed with a shiver that your face was grey, and you realised that you're actually pissed off when your train's delayed. Oh, you've got this weird feeling that you're beginning to fade away. But it's cool, because you got this girlfriend that you've been seeing for a while now, and yeah, you love her, but you don't really feel the same when she smiles now. I mean, you only make love with the lights out, and she don't really seem as on it as she was, but it's fine. I mean, now's the time for settling down, the time for making do. So you go home, you turn your brain off, and you rent a film off pay-per-view. Sometimes you wonder what your younger self would make of you, but you're happy in a way, happy, like any of your mates from school. I mean, the cooler ones, they went and got them arts jobs, and now you meet them in the bar, you watch them carry on like heartthrobs, and it always ends up messy. No matter how chilled out it starts off, all of a sudden, you and Dave have got yourselves involved in a dance-off. You're like, Dave, mate, this is great, I'm rushing my arse off. Stood there feeling like you're on some kind of ride that you can't stop. Now, you're in the chippy, rowing with some prick who's got a fast gob. Just another night to wake up from and laugh off, right? Well, this is how life goes on in the bubble. It's tunnel vision all week, and our weekends, we're there for seeing double. So how we ever gonna see that we're in trouble? We're like a dog wagging its tail, running off to fetch its own muzzle. And so, life goes on in this bubble. It's tunnel vision all week, and our weekends, we're there for seeing double. So how we ever gonna see that we're in trouble? We're like a dog wagging its tail, learning how to put on its own muzzle. So now you're walking through the city with your shoulders squared. You're like, man, I'm from the ends, you lot don't know the kind of load I bear. You're looking at the people that you pass with a ferocious glare. You know those suits and ties going on like they don't know you're there. You're sick of feeling insignificant, your ambition's as brilliant as anybody else's, but your temperament is militant. Cause every other day brings the death of an innocent. This fucking inner city living, seeing more wakes than Finnegan. See, all around you is suspicion, power games and fast living. Everybody's trying to get paid, can't even rave without someone getting stabbed over something. It's a crying shame. You're like, fuck the higher plane, I want a fast car and a diamond chain. Fuck's sake, it feels like everybody's out here trying to find their fame. They want their names to ring out like the alarms before the sirens came. They want to leave the people shaking like a lion's mane, cause they've been denied for so long, they're so sure they have a fucking prize to claim. So tell me, is it time for grief or is it time for blame? I'll stand here and tell you, it's time for neither, mate. It's a time for change. Cause where I'm from, young boys are given sentences before they've learned to sign their name. And all you're trying to do is find your way through the lies and pain. But that said, I mean, you got your heart set on some new kicks. You want them fresh black Nike Airs with the blue stitch. So you've been putting in the hours, moved a few bits. What's the point in aiming any higher? It seems useless. In this way, it's small victories in my city full of rubbish, where the children are either overfed or undernourished, where your talent's suffocated before it can be encouraged, and our true selves are completely ignored. So tell me, what's the point in hoping for more when there are soldiers at war and they are dying without knowing what for? And all you want to do is think nothing, sit and smoke up a draw. We're going nowhere like a boat on a shore, oblivious to the ocean. We're a token of a broken, divorced generation whose throats don't know the rapport. Fuck it, just like everybody else, I have my rent to pay. All I'm trying to say is we're so caught up in the everyday, we've given all our strength away. And so, life goes on in the bubble. I mean, it's tunnel vision all week, right? And our weekends, well, fuck that, they're for seeing double. So how are we ever gonna see that we're in trouble? We're like a dog wagging its tail, enjoying the stench of its own muzzle. And so, life goes on in a bubble. It's tunnel vision all week, and our weekends are for seeing double. How are we ever going to see that we're in trouble? Until we realise there's a lot more to life than the everyday struggle. Yeah!